Hi, it's Hazel. Welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. This is kind of an unexpected video today. I had a suggestion from a question, I guess, from one of my subscribers, wondering if I intended to do any Christmas journals. And, I guess the short answer would have been, maybe not. But because Deanne is so supportive, has such a good sense of humor, comments frequently, is so positive and helpful and so on, I can't say no to her. And it kind of, as I was looking around this morning, trying to find the Christmas stuff that I have, and looking, I was thinking, it's sort of like when I don't know about you, but when I was a teenager, sometimes out of your mother's mouth, you'd hear something like, "And if all your friends were going to jump off a bridge, would you jump too?" That sort of parental warning about peer pressure and the power of suggestion and all that. Well, apparently I am powerless. Anyway, I think this is going to be fun. For a while there, I was having a heck of a time finding anything. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, is all my Christmas stuff? And I knew that there should darn well almost be a tote, like one of those big totes full of stuff. Is it the same place that my art canvas of the trees is hiding? Anyway, eventually I found it. So I'll just, I don't really have a plan. I was just going to show you some stuff. So I found, obviously, I have all kinds of books. And I'm thinking that while I'm on my retreat, well, I'm not going to carry all these books because that's too darn heavy. But I think what I'll end up doing maybe is ripping some pages out of some of these books of items that need to be fussy cut. Oh, look at that. Malcolm Hillier's Christmas. And these books are all pretty big. 11 by 8.5. So, there will be things in here, I'm sure, that would be great for decorating. Paper isn't even glossy, so that's always a bonus. So I will look through those. This is a big fat one. Complete Book of Christmas, Carolyn Bell. Guide to Cooking, Decorating, Gift Making, and Parties. Woohoo! For the festive season. So, and this paper is even more matte. So, as I kind of think this through, I will figure out what direction I'm going and what colors. Because that, to me, is always where I begin with color. Mostly, well, I guess there's a mixture of things. This one seems to be quite a bit recipes. Anyway, okay, so that's one aspect. I had a couple of decks of these cards. Coca-Cola Santa, and so I just opened them up because I thought these, when I cut the flaps off and so on, these would make cute little journals. So, I love a cute little journal, so I will let these become the basis of that. So I'll do that in a bit. In an auction, a store closing auction, this would probably be month, 6 weeks ago, whatever, I ended up bidding on a bookcase of books. As it turns out, most of them are cookbooks. Many of them are binders. Many of them are gigantic, and I still don't know what I'm going to do with them. None of them are old, per se. But of course, there are still a lot of, I can't just donate them back or whatever. Anyway, I thought that this might be 10 by 7 might be a good thing to use for one of these journals. So the inside is white. It's got several dividers. These pages are not great. They would probably all come out or would form the basis of a for collage. The beauty of using these pages is that they are already the right size. They've all been pre-punched and so on. Clearly, I will cover the cover. Don't know if it'll be paper or fabric. I guess the beauty of using a binder is that, you don't have to sew anything in, and you can just keep adding and moving things around at will. So I also looked through a bunch of my little kid readers, thinking, oh, there are probably some and papers, probably some cute little vintage kid photo type things. And I'm, Christmas is Christmas, but I'm also going to be looking at just winter, because to me, especially in Canada, winters tend to be longer. And so there's certainly a lot of images that are, kids tobogganing or whatever. So I will prepare stuff to take, as I said, on my retreat. Sometimes on a page like this, I would just fold this down so that use it as a pocket. And then it ends up getting reinforced all in one slick move. So I should probably do that right now, and I will remember that that was my intention. Get rid of... Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm sure this is probably just riveting TV for you. So then these came out of a different book, nicer paper, older, just black and white drawings. So, I'll figure out something to do with them. Here's another kid book. I think this is mostly, tobogganing. And, you always want to have a calf on the ice because, well, it just makes life interesting. Skating. Anyway, so obviously there are lots of things here to use. Excuse me. Then I had a book. This is, I think, all of it here, called Tea for Christmas or something. This is not good. The illustrations are not anything to write home about. Those are the 2 pages, a cup of Christmas tea. Those are the 2 pages that really have nothing to do with Christmas. But these, again, it's very pastel. 10 by 7. A lot of white space on them. So I guess I will probably read what's here and decide if I want the text as well, or do I just want, to cut around this and let it become tags or something to that effect. Okay, those glasses are neither here nor there, but there's a couple tree ornaments. There's that Christmas tea. Nativity scene, more teacups, some tin soldier, wooden, like soldiers. Christmas tree, a wreath on a door, you get the idea. So I'll figure out what I want to do with these. The pages are obviously, they wouldn't take much trimming. let's just use this as a, oh, let's just use that as a size guide. Now, there's about 1/2 inch at the bottom and a little more at the top. So if a person went a wee bit bigger, that wouldn't be the end of the world. But you can see, let's just separate this to one piece of paper. Actually, you know what? If I cut at the border, that would be pretty well perfect. I might end up doing that because, you know, the paper is, I'm not that thrilled with any of these things, but they go with the theme, and sometimes more pastel colors is all right, is good. So that will be another part of my homework. I found these, now this, I have no idea where this came from. This might have been a freebie. And of course, back in the day, I think I've gotten a wee bit smarter now, but I like to, sometimes again, wee bit smarter now. I like to say, when I'm doing a print order, I say, fill the page. And sometimes that's not a good idea because part of the design gets cut off. But why in the world would I need 3 pages of this? But it was like I would print 2 sets of everything. One to work on and one to have. Like that's not very smart, to be honest. Okay. You will be seeing a thrift haul video in which I mention this, so I won't belabor that. Then, as I was looking for some stuff, I came across some papers. And again, I'm not sure what color I'm going to be using. And more than likely, I guess to make my life easier, I should use all kinds of colors. Anyway, so I found some, what do you call this stuff? Vellum. So these things could get used. This is some sort of embossed paper. That's just got some texture to it. Here's some gold, some gold, some gold. So I just pulled all these things out. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to have a mountain here beside me pretty soon. Then I have a lot of, and I also have, I thought this might come in handy. This is some gift wrap. To me, it kind of reminds me of stained glass. And I, of course, have mulberry paper. And I think these are, if I'm not mistaken, looks like I chewed a quarter onto that one. These were like full size, the kind that you would buy at an art store. And I think just to make it more manageable, I had them in rolls for years. Anyway, there's red, blue, white. There's probably green too somewhere. Anyway, I have a lot of calendars. So I started going through the calendars because we can be sure that in every calendar, regardless of the year, there will be a December and a January. So I ripped out the ones that, 1986, that either were snowy or Christmassy. Now, in this particular one, this artist is an Albertan, so she knows that winter is at least 4 months. So, yeah. And whether or not I use them all, because of course this would work in a farm journal, This would work in my my tree journals. There's a farm one there as well. So anyway, I've pulled more than I could possibly use, but there's this. Now this is the cover, so it's, it's fairly thick. Cover of the calendar. These, okay, this is, obviously it was a quilting calendar. So this is like quilt pieces. So, if a person just wanted to, use those cardinals or something, or fussy cut around that poinsettia or whatever. There's also on the back, there's also, well, okay, it talks about Thanksgiving, so maybe nothing much here. However, on the next one, which is the back of the calendar, here is the December page. So wouldn't that make a cute border on a page? And wouldn't these make cute little decorations on cards or whatever? So there's that. Now this gal, I seem to have several of her calendars. I don't remember. Can't see just off the bat what her name is. But anyway, it's got a scripture verse. It's got obviously presents, and this is February. So again, cardinals and snow and pine, cuter small stuff here that could be fussy cut. Snowman, again, same layout. Now this would be a well, not if I, where's my, this thing. Hey, two-sided page, baby. Perfecto. And I still have the two little borders to use. Cool. Okay, so this is a similar thing where there's some little stuff on the, well, see, and this could be cut out as well. Only in art do you see things like that. No one that I know would ever put all this stuff outside. But hey, let's not burst any bubbles. Gifts and teddy bears and a live plant and yeah, no. Anyway, not going to burst any bubbles here. Now this is a beautiful one, and kind of without thinking too clearly, evidently, I ripped these two out because I thought, oh, November and December, these would make cute little journaling things. This is nice paper that has kind of a linen look to it. Almost wrecked October. And then I thought, well, while I'm at it, would I not cut all of these out? Oh, I could use the January Blue Jays too. So there's that. And then here's the January Blue Jays. In case you're the Susan Burdett, whatever. Cute little border. So here I would be just, cutting the strips off. This is Lucy, no, what is her name? Maud Lewis. A primitive, well, I think she's died now. She was a little old lady, lived into her 90s or maybe past 100. And Canadian, lived in the Maritimes and painted these very primitive looking things and achieved an unbelievable amount of success actually in her lifetime. So, it's a different feel from everything else, but it's still, we can picture that happening. Cardinal. Norman Rockwell. That's a line from The Christmas Carol. Here, again, are some cute little images for to salvage and use. Here's a bigger one that would work. Yeah, so you can see that there is a lot here to use. So again, because I don't want to have to pull a trailer down the Queen Elizabeth Highway, I will be reducing this bulk. Excuse me. I'll be reducing this bulk and making it easier to pack and transport all this stuff. And I'm not going to take everything under the sun with me either, although it may seem like it. I do hope that before I leave, I will be able to show you a video of what I've taken and sort of how I pack and what the rationale is. I think I mentioned in a video the other day that I take a lamp, I take a surge protector, obviously I take a charger for my phone, I take my laptop, and then I will take, you know, plenty of glue sticks and things like that. So, and are you at all surprised that as I was going through, this is 1986, as I was going through calendars, I found more images for tree journals. So I'm going to put that with the tree journal stuff. You know, it's ironic when you're looking for something that is lost. Now, this must have been a digital that I sort of just ripped around. Well, it says winter roses and ivy, so that will probably have a place in this as well. As I was looking and looking and looking and thinking, where in the world did I put that Christmas stuff? I, of course, came across, oh my goodness, this throat. I came across several other things that I had forgotten that I even own, which is a good thing. And for that, I'm grateful. Now, I haven't had a chance to sort what I found, but I have stamps. If you saw a haul video probably a year or so ago, I scored a bunch of punches, dies, punches, dies, maybe embossing, folded, just you name it. And for someone who at that point wasn't doing any Christmas journals, I thought, oh brother, wrong girl got this. Oh, you know what? As I reached for this fabric, I just realized that I put, hours ago, I put something to wash and never put it in the dryer. Anyway, right after this video. So I have some scraps of fabric. You know, cute. This is probably 30 years old. Someone had sewn it for me, made kind of a bottle bag out of it, and I took it apart. This is really nice, kind of, you know, more subdued. I love this. This was a Christmas stocking. These were sort of, that burgundy was a color that I was using at the time. So I took the stocking apart, but won't this lend itself nicely to something? Oh, I had tree ornaments that had this plaid on it, so I took those apart. Oh, here's more of that stocking fabric. I must have bought this in, who knows where, you know, a thrifted thing. So these are very beautiful and vibrant. This, oh, I took apart some oven mitts. that had never been used. Look at that color. Are you drooling? Oh, and these were hot dish not hot dish pads, but another type of, you know, thing for taking hot stuff out of an oven. This is another bottle thing that I took apart. It's got a little cord attached there. This is beautiful. Not sure. I must have bought this as a remnant somewhere. That's beautiful. Christmas cards and ribbon and paper. This came from Value Village, apparently. Now, this would not lend itself well, or I mean, I'd have to cut the driveway and the sky off to have this work in. Anyway, you know, all these possibilities exist. I think that I want to just about wind this down. I can't show you everything that I have because I haven't looked through it myself. Oh, I do have a bunch of napkins, so I will be doing some you know, decoupage. But I will end on this. At one of the places that I go to, there, you know, well, it's a variety of things. And I've shown hauls from there in the past. And I don't know when I would have shown this, but I picked up several of these coil-bound books, and this is just a fraction. I just picked out the winter-themed ones. So I don't, quite often this place has like teacher resource material and stuff for classrooms and so on. So I don't know if these were projects, if they were prototypes, if they were something that had been done in class. Well, yeah, there's somebody's name on it, so clearly somebody had created this. Anyway, I wanted to show them to you because they have possibilities to either use as they are or to deconstruct. So some chickadees, some hoarfrost, some berries, a die-cut snowflake, and this that could easily, you know, you look at that and you think, oh, that's a tree ornament. So there's that. This one is like the, you know, a partridge in a pear tree, 2 turtle doves, 3 French hens. Oh, this has actually been scored. And then I guess somebody colored those images. So, I don't know. Maybe for some levity I would use those. Then there's this one. Again, it's January, but there are these little snowflakes. There's this, you know, these snowdrifts at the bottom. Cute little girl that has been, I guess that must have been a stamp and someone colored it. So I intend to salvage what I can of these things. Giant snowflake, the word December, glittery stuff. This you probably can't see, but it's an embossed. So there are spruce trees. That's a house or maybe a church. A couple deer. Snowflakes. So I'm pretty pleased about those because I will be, like I say, deconstructing them and using the parts where I can. I have another idea, like obviously all of these coil books had the whole year in them. So I have an idea for what to do with the rest of them. That will be another day. Anyway, I'm going to stop there because clearly I have a lot of stuff to do between now and then. Oh, I also found these that are snowflake, I guess, charms or something. I don't know. Or maybe they were intended for cards. There's the little raised foamy thing there to, I guess, give them some dimension. Anyway, guys, just to let you know that I seem to be a pushover when people make suggestions. I think, Deanne, this one's for you, obviously, and I am grateful that you nudged me in that direction. Christmas is important to many people, and I'm sure I'm going to have fun using this. And clearly, I have lots and lots of stuff to turn into probably several journals. So now, I don't know about you, but I've got something to put in the dryer. So I'm out of here, baby. We will see you in the next one. Bye.